Takeover with
the radio goddess Moet.
All right, well, guys, I am so excited because you guys know how I feel about Ghana and Ghanaians, and it's really, really good to have my really good friend from Ghana, the gorgeous, gorgeous Becca. You look so gorgeous.
Oh, you too.
And can I just say, love looks really beautiful on you.
Oh, well, say it, girl.
So how is it being a married woman? Being married to a Nigerian, Becca?
Gosh.
How is it?
I'm fantastic, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm married to my friend, and that's what makes it really easy. We were friends before we got married, and we dated for a while before we got married. So I got to know him, and I thought, oh, this is the perfect person for me, So it's been fantastic. Every day for me is a learning experience. Marriage comes with different experiences, different things every day. And every day is like you need to get over something and move on and get over something. But so far, so good. I can't complain.
You can't complain.
At all.
Was it how you were told that it would be? Or do you think it's even much better? Or it's...
Well, I think it's much better, because especially in our setting, and people say, oh, marriage is so hard and marriage is a long way. Marriage really is a long way because you're with one person for the rest of your life and you're waking up seeing the person, unless the person has traveled, of course, and you share all your ideas with the person, and the person has a positive or negative impact on you depending on who he is and their character and how you guys are compatible. And so I think that, it really depends on who you marry. And I think it's had a better impact on me. I'm married to somebody who understands totally what I'm doing, has vast knowledge of everything.
Yes.
He's really intelligent, and he the most important thing is that he knows I'm an artist. So he's not going to complain seeing me hugging somebody, or it's all about self-confidence. I had to marry somebody who had confidence, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's helped me a lot. If not, I would have been in trouble.
Yeah. Because you are absolutely gorgeous. So I totally understand.
Stop it, Mo. Stop it.
All right, but speaking further about your husband, it's really, really interesting that he has had such an impact, most especially even in your career, because I hear that he's your manager, and even Shatawale apparently, in a sense, I think even recently posted a photo also of both of you where he said that you're both of you as mum and dad, and you pretty much said a shout out to him for showing encouragement. A lot of people have said that your husband is what is, in a sense, needed to help the Ghanaian music industry. Do you agree with them?
Well, I agree 100% because, I think that he has, like I said, he has vast knowledge, especially of the industry, the music industry. That's not what he went to school for. He's a doctor. He has a doctorate in economics. He's a chartered accountant, chartered banker. That is his field. However, he's also quite, he loves music, and so he's learned a lot about music, i.e. distribution, promotion, where to plug in your song, how to make money out of music. And that's what a lot of us need. I needed it so much. I never had an idea. I knew there was iTunes and all those places you could plug your song in, but I didn't know that there was much more opportunity there than, I thought that was it for me. So marrying him, and Shatawale had an extensive conversation with him. And so I think he got to know that, oh, wow, we need somebody like this because he exposed him to so much, And so I think he's just really grateful, for that kind of exposure. My husband is my management, not manager.
I see. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, good that you correct that now.
There,
okay.
So it's more like, the record label.
I see.
I'm also part of the record label as well. So we're CEO and CEO.
Okay, awesome. That's a power couple move, man.
Yes.
Power couple move. I know that you were with Xylophone Records before, and you did mention the fact that you were in a sense actually even making money while you were in Xylophone Records. What would you say now that you are actually the boss of your label, as you say? What would you say now you understand better about, managing or even running a record label?
Okay. First of all, I think that before you venture into anything, it's important to know the ins and outs of what you venture into. I learned so much from EKB Records, which is my former label, which I was with them for 8 years.
Okay.
And then Xylophone. I learned so much. Every phase for me is a learning experience. I've learned how to, I make money out of my brand, how to, monetize things, how to manage people, because it's important to learn how to manage people if you want to have a record label. And it's important to distinguish between every individual artists, because every artist is different. You know, if you box all artists, you know, you end up making a huge mistakes, you know. So I think I've learned a lot from, you know, xylophone and all, you know, resources wise, and how to, you know, put monies in the right places. So in general, I think that both record labels has taught me so much, you know, about music. So now having my label, when I'm signing on an artist, say if I would in the future, I think I'm going to know exactly what I'm looking for, who I'm looking for, what I want them to look like or sound, and exactly what the vision of the person. I want to actually tap into and know the vision of the person before I sign them. It's very, very important to know that and understand the ins and outs of music before you decide to sign anybody, or else you're actually just going to mess a person's life totally.
Yeah, mess a person's life.
100%.
Totally.
People can really, record labels can mess you up totally.
Yeah.
People go in, you know, with, you know, I'm excited, I'm enthused. Oh, it's a record label signing me on, without really doing a bit of research and sitting down with them and understanding if we're all on the same path. And that's why most of the time there's issues between artists and record labels when they are moving out, you know. So I think people need to learn from experiences, you know, people that have gone through that in the past, and know when they're signing. Same way record labels should know who they're signing before they sign, so that we're all happy in the end.
Okay, cool. Yes. Some words of advice from Queen Becca. Love it. All right. So let's even speak about, you know, the collaborations that you have done in Nigeria.
Yes.
You've done some fantastic collaborations. Even coming to the top of my head, the one you did with YC, I absolutely love it. And, you know, now that we were talking about record labels, and, you know, he is actually an artist that has had issues with his record label. How did you actually decide, you know, you were going to, you know, go for this particular Nigerian artist? Was it a matter of, okay, this is who's popping, or was it a matter of someone that you personally actually had a connection with musically?
Yeah, I think it's both, you know. Usually it depends on what you're going for. Sometimes it's a connection, sometimes it's who's popping, whose kind of music is popping at that time. Because mind you, there's a show and there's a business as well. And we're not just in for like a 9-day wonder. We're in because we are trying to make money out of this. This is the only thing that I know, you know. I mean, I've gone to school and done a lot of things, but music is my profession. And that is what has been feeding me for the past 13 years.
Wow, long time.
And so it's important that I go for somebody who I feel like makes sense, you know. It's going to a lot of traction. I.e. traction brings you gigs, brings you shows and all those kind of things. So that's really important. But there must be a connection every time. I think it's a vibe. You know, sometimes I finish a song and I'm like, you know what, I feel like this person's going to be the right artist on the song. So sometimes it's a vibe, and sometimes it's really who's popping at that time.
Okay.
And that's the truth.
All right. And, you know, your decision to work with Tiwa Savage on your latest single, whose idea was that?
Okay, that was 100% and minus 30% my idea of 70, because my husband had a lot of influence on that as well.
Okay.
Because I wanted to work with a female artist. I wanted to work with a female artist in Nigeria, and honestly, the first person that popped in my head was Tiwa Savage. You know, I'm saying my husband part because he made it happen. Tiwa and I had been chatting for a while, but she's so busy, you know, so my husband always go through the manager and we're still chatting and everything. So, but when I got hold of Tiwa, it was easy. I just told the girl, we need to do a song. And she said, send me the record. And I think that it was seamless. I just sent her the record, and then she said, I'm going to record it. She sent me the recording later. She's been traveling a lot, so she doesn't have the time. But she said, she sent me her whole schedule, and that's what I loved about it, because she really wanted me to know that, listen, I'm telling the truth. And I think a lot of times as well, artists don't take our time and we just jump into conclusion. No, she doesn't want to do what he doesn't want to do. Because
true.
It's an A-list artist. I get a lot of that from Ghana as well. When I'm not able to do records with people because they feel like, oh, Becca thinks she's too big, she can't do it. But that's not it. Half of the time I'm not in the country, I'm doing other things. You know, I am like working on music or working on other things. So sometimes it's just patience. When I say, oh, I'm not in town, and you see me in town the following 2 days, I really wasn't in town the 2 days before.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that record with Tiwa was seamless. It was meant to happen. My first female collaboration in 13 years.
Love it.
So,
absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's amazing that, you know, you say that it's your first female collaboration in 13 years. And as you said, I feel a couple of minutes earlier, you were just saying that you've been rocking this industry for about 13 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, coming to think of it, it was definitely the right time to, you know, have a song where you have two big females who are popping from
100%.
Ghana and also popping, you know, in Nigeria. Now, speaking about Ghana and Nigeria, especially concerning, you know, the topic of women, I'm sure you must have heard what's trending. Hashtag sex for grades and all those, awful things.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, Becca?
See, even in the car riding here, I said something. I said to people in the car, management people all over the car, I said to them, I said, you know what? I bet some girls now are saying, why did these girls even do this? We need our grades, so we're going to do whatever it takes to get our grades. So I think that the first thing is the mindset of the girl child. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's the mindset of the girl child. Because if a girl child, if a girl is trained in a way to believe that they are capable of doing whatever they want to do without, without a favor from somebody or anything, right? That is instilled in their head, and they will not even allow anybody to, touch them at all. So as we're talking about it, and this is out there, some people are also mad at the people who have exposed and saying that we should have leave a shot, we should go there, So I just keep saying it is about the girl child. However, justice must take its course.
Yes.
People that are done this in Ghana as well, Legon University and all that, and here Lagos University. I think that the law must take its course. Do you understand? Sex for grade is not it. It is wrong. It should never ever happen.
Yeah.
If you're in to support something to help them, someone to help them to do it, don't ask for anything back.
Yes.
And I think that is inappropriate. It was wrong, and law must take its course. And it clearly just means that I was sad when I saw it. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it that in this day and age, things like this are still happening. And it's the aggression, it's the aggression. It was a little disgusting. I must say, it was awful watching a grown-ass man, trying to hit on a little girl, and it was so aggressive. The words he spoke and everything was so unprofessional, and I thought it was wrong. So that is one part of it. The law must take its course. However, let's instill confidence into our girls.
Definitely.
Let's work hard. Guys work hard to do it, and the girls are working hard, but we need to work
harder.
So I'm going to tell my daughter, listen, you are capable of doing anything you want to do. So push hard for it. Do not let anybody use you whatsoever to get. You can do it. Yes. I think that is the first approach.
All right. Shout out to you. I love that. Okay, so now that you've got this fantastic collaboration with Tiwa Savage, and all these amazing collaborations with a lot of, Nigerian artists, and also even Ghanaian artists, the likes of Shatawale, and, to name a few. What's next? Is there going to be another album coming from you?
100%.
Okay.
Coming out.
All right.
It's going to be the first quarter of next year.
All right.
And it's going to be an amazing album. It was supposed to come out this year, but I just thought, let me just hold on a little bit, because there's a lot of things happening in my life now, having a baby and coming back.
Yes.
So I was told, I'm like, just hold on to that album. It's good music. So I just thought, let me just release this one for you. Let's just, spend Christmas with it and do all the weddings, for Christmas. And then it's like first quarter of the year, we will definitely release an album.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Now, you just spoke about your baby. What would you say has been the most challenging, part of how your life has, in a sense, made a beautiful turnaround? What would you say has been the most challenging part?
I think that, when people talk about motherhood, they give you the stories about the during birth, but they don't tell you after birth. Because carrying a baby in your tummy, it could be difficult, but it's not as difficult as when the child is in your hand and you have to wake up every 2 hours and nurse the child at night. You're thinking, what is happening to my world? Like, this is so beautiful. At the same time, I feel so tired and exhausted. So apart in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, like I didn't know what to do. There's always family there, but you feel like the child is yours, and so you're going to breastfeed, you're going to do that, and I would wake up every single day and I'll sit on my bed and I'm like, oh my God, really? This is what they didn't tell me was going to be like this. They only said, when you're pushing, it's going to be hard. So those were some of the things that, I had to go through as a mother, the whole process of, waking up, feeding the child, doing this, and you're so exhausted, and also I just feel like now, everything is like, it's not just about you. It's about you and that child. It's about you and that child. So when you're thinking, the husband is there, you're always going to think about him, but it's like when I'm sleeping, I feel like she has to sleep before I sleep. I want to see her. I'm like, I watch her monitor like 15 times a night. So I think it's a challenge. It has been a challenge, not a problem, but I think it's growth. You just go out of it as time goes on. And now, girl, I'm a pro. Like, you're a pro. You can have another one. I know how to change diapers. You can have another one, like literally, like right now. Why not? Okay. Why not? So second baby soon. Girl, CBJ missed that one. Conversation for later.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so glad that we've had this brief chat. As I said, absolutely love all the work that you're putting in, and it's just so amazing how you've been able to snap back real quick. Like you didn't wait for nobody.
It's a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle. Shout out to you, Becca, and thank you so much for coming on the show. All the best with your new single.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, looking forward to the album.
100%.
All right. Shout out to you.
Shout out.
This is a special warning.
Sound City has taken over your radio.